It's worth mentioning because if you're like me, you might have received some extra money in your bank account today. And if you're not like me, you'll probably be getting it soon. I don't know when, whatever. And, you don't even have a choice in this. It's just like they're just doling out this money. The government's just giving. Now, this is a tribute, right? This is a tribute upon the land. But this is after what? After that big party. After hey, everyone come on in, drink as much as you want. You can feed, we're having this big feast. We're doing all this stuff. We're going to party for 6 months. Everything's great. Everyone's going to have a good time. And then guess what? When the party ends, it's time to pay up. So, don't get too excited. Oh man, the government's giving me all this money and I've got thousands of dollars and whatever, there's going to be a time that you have to pay up. And when the government's spending trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars, that comes from you and me. That comes from people. That's going to come from our own taxes. That's where the money comes from. And it makes me sick how socialistic and going towards communistic our country is becoming. And I hope that people don't get so excited over the government's stinking dirty money anyways. I mean, look, you get it, use it, whatever, right? It's there. Like I said before, there's nothing you could even do. I didn't even have a choice in the matter to say no. It's just there. But this is what's going to happen. And what's funny about that is that all of this money, right, that people are getting, it's like a drop in the bucket compared to the entire spending bill that they signed. To help put that in relation, I mean, getting a couple grand for most people is kind of a lot of money. That has an impact on your life. That helps put in perspective how much money is really being spent by the government. When it's trillions of dollars and everybody, man, woman, boy, and girl is getting $1,400, and that is a small portion of the entire bill. I don't know the statistics because I didn't look it up. I don't read the news. But I know that the total dollar amount spent, if you were to give just that money, instead of giving it to every other special interest and every other group that's benefiting from these bills, just to the people, I mean, that would be tons of money. That'd be a lot of money. And all of that is going elsewhere. It's going for other things. It's going for other projects. It's going for all the pork, all the government spending, all the special interests, the people who grease the elbows and get into Washington with the corrupt politicians to get their interests met and to get all this special funding and all these different things. It's garbage, okay? And people might be like, oh man, this is great. We're getting all this money and $3 trillion being spent. There's going to be a time to pay the piper on that. It's not free. Inflation's going to go through the roof, and you know who's going to end up paying for it? Your children. Nothing is free in this life. And don't think that, oh, this is so awesome, and start. And see, this is a trick of the politicians anyways, to make people like them. Oh, I gave you that money. Look, I gave you an Obama phone. I gave you, the stimulus money. We helped you out. We care about you. Look, ridiculous. Anyways, I wasn't planning on getting political at all in the sermon. And as I was saying, I don't know why verse number 1 was in there. Well, there's an application for verse number 1. Okay, that may not be the reason why this verse is in the scripture, but that is an application that's very real world for us today. Because this is coming right after that time when everything was great and everything's money's flowing, booze is flowing, food is flowing, everything's great, right? It's a big party. Well, now there's a tribute upon the land. Someone had to pay for that party. And I don't know about you, but like in this situation, I'd much rather have my money than pay for someone else's stupid party that I never would have gone to anyways. And that's the way the taxes work. You're paying for a bunch of other garbage that you never would have paid out of your own pocket if you had the choice to pay for it. That's verse 1. Now we'll get into the rest of my notes.